ReefBum is sponsored by Bulk Reef Supply and Ecotech Marine.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So it has been a few months since I provided an update on my main SPS grow out tank. So I wanted to talk about the corals in the tank and give you a status on how everything is doing. But before I do that, if you would like to support the channel, I am having a live coral sale on YouTube this Saturday, March 26th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All frags will be 20% off. Should be a lot of fun. We can even do some Q&A. So I will leave a link in the video description below. Okay, now on to the video. First up is the BC Cool No Name. This coral is totally underrated. It is a stag that has fluorescent green branches with purple highlights, a very cool color combination. It is a very fast grower and has been thriving in this system. Next is the Atl Strawberry Fields, a classic Acro, Florida that is bright green with strawberry tips. It is a table and another coral that grows at a very fast clip. Another classic is the Crayola plana. It too is a table, but this one has a cream colored base, purple tips, and green polyps. It continues to do really well in my system, and I consider it to be a very hardy coral. This is a pearlberry knockoff table, so I was duped into thinking it was an actual ORA pearlberry, but it's obviously not the same coral. Nonetheless, it has similar pearlescent coloration in the tips as the ORA piece. It too is a table. This is the Blue Boy table, and it's a very unique piece. I think it's pretty rare to see a solid blue table, and this one also has orange colored polyps. It can withstand lower light, but the more light you give it, the better. Next we have the Walt Disney, a classic tenuous. This coral grows very fast for me under my 400 watt 20K iridiums, and it's probably getting about 250 par, and it has really held its color very well. This is the Aci Dragon Fruit, and I obtained it last year from Chris Meckley at ACI Aquaculture. It is a beautiful Montipora with deep red skin and white polyps, a real eye catcher that grows pretty fast for me. Another ACI coral that I have is the ACI Light Brite. This piece is so cool. It has bright yellow tips, red polyps, and pinkish branches. A frag of this one is definitely going into one of my displays. I love strawberry shortcakes, and this BC Hyperberry is one of the nicest I have ever seen. It receives a decent amount of flow, and I would say it is getting between 250 to 300 par in my tank. Okay, talk about old school. This is a Larry Jackson Purple Tip Acro. I am just a sucker for tricolors, and this one does not disappoint. The Jackson's Rainbow Tenuous is still my favorite rainbow tenuous. This one has been around for a while, and when it's happy it develops pink and red polyps and corallites. The reds and pinks seem to come out more when the par is over 300, and mine's a fast grower. I believe the Jason Fox Frankie's Kryptonite Acro is an Austera. It has purple tips, green polyps, and a cream base, a very neat looking coral. It grows fast for me, and it does not need as much light as other acros. You want a yellow coral? Then look no further than the Battle Coral's Gilded Lily. This thing is bright yellow. Man, it's unique. Lately it's been on a growth spurt, so I just love it. The Tyrese Superman Tenuous is very blue, and this piece has also been on a recent growth spurt. So much so that I'm starting to frag it. It does seem to do better color-wise with a par in the 200 to 250 range. One of my favorites, the Tyree Purple Monster. Very rare and certainly a very slow grower. But man, it's purple and it has white polyps. So unique. Besides this tank, I'm also growing a frag out in my Peninsula tank. Need that backup. My TGC Cherry Bomb is doing really well. This is a beautiful bright red tenuous, and I'm going to start fragging pretty soon to see if I can accelerate its growth even more. I mentioned this the last time I did an update in this tank, but the Reef Raft Raven is probably the brightest pink millie I have ever seen. It is a really slow grower for me, but it's showing signs that it's ready to take off, so I hope. The Seaquarium Unknown is another underrated piece. This stag has purple tips and green polyps and corallites. My colony has grown out like a tulip with a single solitary branch supporting the rest of the branches. It is a hard one to find and it is truly unique. I really do love tables, and the BC Aquatic Man table is very red with other colors mixed in. This piece is getting a good amount of flow and is doing great under my halides. Another red table is the Pro Coral Superman table. This one is probably more red versus the BC Aquatic Man table. It's a classic SPS that is close to being fraggable. A few years ago I lost my Greg Hiller's Aqua Delight Colony, but the replacement frag I picked up has quickly achieved colony status. It has vivid purple tips and aqua branches that glow. One of my favorites for sure. This is my Jason Fox Homewrecker colony. So, I did pay a pretty penny for a frag, but it has been a very fast grower for me. I think it is definitely one tenuous that is worth the hype and the higher price tag. Finally, my Jason Fox Flame is starting to grow out. Man, I've had bad luck with this coral, but this one seems to be doing very well. Fingers crossed. Another classic coral in the tank is this Upscale's Micro Clattis. This beautiful coral has bright green branches with purple tips and polyps. The colony in my 187-gallon tank was getting crowded out, so this piece was rescued and is doing really well in the frag tank. I had a colony of this BC Cream City Pinky, but it was going downhill fast, so I've saved this frag, and I'm glad I did because it is on the rebound. I love pink SPS. I love them, and especially Millies. This is a piece I picked up from a fellow hobbyist that has been holding its color. A super slow grower, but it has shown signs that it will pick up the pace. This Rocky Mountain Frags Lucky Charms has also been a slow grower, but it's another coral that is also showing signs that it is ready for a growth spurt. We shall see. Millies are so cool, and this ReefBum Gold Medal Millie is very unique. It has gold coral lights and a hint of green on the skin and tips. It sort of reminds me of the Cops 24K Millie. And finally, the Wet Thumb's Mother of Pearl. This is another OG coral that has vivid purple branches with a cream-colored base. I don't know, purple corals, especially this deep purple coral, just look so freaking cool to me. Well, that will do it for this video. Many thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.